up? What's up? Can y'all see me? Because I can see you. This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. I'm checking in. While I have a chance, just wanted to stop on by and say hi and to just talk a moment about some things I was thinking about today. And, you know, wow, we have just got to pay attention. Pay attention to everything and everybody. Um, you know how you just get that vibe when people are just around you for a particular reason, or they reach out to you for a particular reason. It's something that they want from you, it's something they're trying to get. Um, Otherwise, they wouldn't even be bothered with you. You have to pay attention to the signs. And I just had that thought because I have had that type of foolishness come my way a few times. And I'm going to tell y'all, I can identify. I can identify when it's BS. And you don't always say you've identified that it's BS, but you know it is, right? So you have got to choose wisely with your associations and who you allow in your circle. Some are just up to no good and they just want to be around you for the gain, the come up in some kind of way. And life is way too short. I have had friends and loved ones pass away recently that has really hit home to my heart. And, at the blink of an eye, life can pass you by. So, therefore, you have to choose wisely who you associate with, who you invest in, who you allow to invest in your space. Sometimes it's just about spending that time alone to regroup and recoup and get your mind and your focus straight, because being around some people are toxic. Have you ever had those who will call you saying they're checking on you or whatever, but the entire conversation becomes what they're dealing with, what's going on with them, what they got happening with somebody else, um, what they're trying to deal with and not deal with. I mean, it becomes about them. And in the midst of that, hello, they ain't even said how you doing. What's going on with you? And your roof is falling in, right? So you have got to be very careful with allowing that negative energy in your space. Usually I just find a way or a reason to just end the conversation. Get off the phone. Um Sometimes you don't even open the door. You know what I mean? You got those that'll just pop up at your house. Now that's a big no-no. Don't pop up at don't do it. Just don't do it. I think everybody should respect that. Just call. If a person ain't answering and they ain't there, that ain't the day to come by. If whether they there and they just don't want to be bothered or they gone, this is not the day to come by, right? So you have to be respectful of that. But you have those sometimes that'll just show up and it's just meaning you no good. You've got to pay attention to the signs. You've got to pay attention to those who are just out to get, that is not really interested in what's happening with you. Effective communication is both sharing and caring. You talk, I talk, you share, I share. We bounce off each other. We give advice if warranted. Some people don't really want your advice, for real. They just want to talk and for you to listen. And every now and then, just to kind of show that you are involved in a conversation, like, really? Wow. Okay. They want you to say something. So you'll know, and they'll know that you're on the same page. But pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the negative energy. Also, pay attention to those who, and I talked about this before briefly, those who always are yakking and gacking about everybody else. They got something to tell you about everybody else. You better to believe they got something to say about you too to somebody else. For real. So, just beware of that. And I'm not talking about, sometimes it's just a simple conversation with how you doing, what's up. Yeah, do you know? Let me tell you what happened with such and such. Sometimes you have that. And sometimes people just need to bounce off, right? But you have those that every time they talk to you, it's about downing another person or persons, or with the gossip mill, the gossipy stuff. And they gossiping about you too. So my thing is, don't give them nothing to gossip about that you don't want put out there. I had that happen some time ago where I innocently shared some things with a friend or two, innocently, just because I thought they were cool like that. And before I knew it, the story got twisted and out, and they shared it with this person that they thought was cool, and this person shared it with that person, and blah 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 blah. And it goes on with the domino effect. Hurt my heart because by the time it got back to me, the story was totally different. And it wasn't nobody's fault but mine. I trusted the individuals with sharing some things, and it won't happen again. So the thing is, you got to pay attention to that, and you have to put out only what you don't mind getting out. Okay? So say for instance, if it's something you want the world to know, and this particular person, if you tell them, they're going to tell the world anyway. Go, 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 right? Put it out there to them. And just sit back and watch. Before you know it, it's going to be on the news. You know what I'm saying? So you got certain things that you share for a reason because you want it to get out. And then you got things that don't need to get out, so don't share. Pay attention to those that you can trust and share. Excuse me. Somebody had once told me, even those that you really trust and that's dear to you, if it's something in particular that you just don't want nobody else to know about, then you just need to keep it to yourself. You don't need to say nothing. You just need to keep it to yourself. Take it to your grave. Because innocently, you may have that one who trusts somebody, and they're gonna, oh, let me tell you, do you know? And then it's out there. So pay attention, grown folks. It's a beautiful day today, and a lot of things have been circulating through my mind on the level of just being thankful and just paying attention to even the blessings and the signs. I was speaking to somebody about certain things that happen, and we don't really understand why it happened. We think it was the worst thing in the world. It could be you losing a job, it could be you losing a relationship, it could be you losing business, a property, or whatever, and you can't understand in the moment why that's happening. But lo and behold, there's blessings ahead for you, and doors to open that could not have opened, or you could not have been blessed with, if you had been stuck in the mud with the situation that you was freed from. So pay attention to that. Don't always look at the negative in things. Look at the the outcome that's going to happen around the corner after that big bang. After that big bang happened, it's not the end of the world. Pay attention to what you're going to be blessed with after the fact, because it's going to be bigger and greater. Trust me. And I have experienced that. I have experienced that. There was a time when everything was going bad. The job, I had surgery, came back to work, they let me go, was losing a house, was getting out of a marriage. Man, when I tell you, everything that could have happened all at once, boom, 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 happened. But those things happened to open up doors and channels for me to have greater things. I did not understand it in the moment. I thought I was just going through a cycle of all bad, of terrible things, of why me, woe is me, karma, man, what did I do? I was tripping. But all the big blessings came after that. I would not have been able to move forward in the arena that I am, to share things with you guys that I'm sharing, to obtain my degree, to get another home that was much better, to embrace and entangle with people that was on a positive realm, to do my writing, to become an author, to do a lot of things that had happened after the fact, happened because I had to go through what I went through. You couldn't have told me that then. So we have got to pay attention. Don't always squash down the things that is happening, and want to just, bury yourself with this woe is me pity party about life, when if you just pay attention and open your eyes and keep your faith, you're going to be amazed at what comes your way after the fact. So if you get to a point where that relationship ends, sometimes it ends because it's supposed to end. There's a season and a reason for everything. Sometimes the best thing for you was for it to end. Because we could be in situations where we're enabling one another, where we're putting our foot on the neck of another, where we're not really allowing a person to flap their wings and grow and flow, because we're in this controlling situation. So sometimes it's absolutely best to get out of that. And lo and behold, you could be at the grocery store in aisle 4, and there this next life changing event will be. Or walking down the aisle in Home Depot. Trust me, there's a lot of people that meet up in Home Depot, really. And they in there for a reason. So that's a good place to meet somebody. But just pay attention and don't get bombarded with the woe is me. Pay attention to the busybodies, the mouthers, the ones who talk your business. You've disclosed something in secrecy to somebody, and now it's all over the place. Pay attention. That's not someone you want to be embraced or connected to. Pay attention to one who wants to slander you, who wants to always find the negativity in everything, your hair, your dress, what you're talking about, what you're trying to be about, um, things that has happened to you in life they want to blame you about. Pay attention to those, because usually they're in a situation where they're so miserable about their lives and themselves that they ain't got nothing else to do but to talk about you. Okay. And remember, when one is talking about you, that's because your light is shining bright. Your light is shining bright. So they got a whole lot to say. Okay. But I want y'all to enjoy your day. Remember, pay attention. Self love is the best thing you could do for yourself. Join us tomorrow, Sunday, for some grown folk table talk. We'll be right here live on we'll be live on YouTube. Whoops, YouTube tomorrow, and Zoom also. So if you just want to like, share, and subscribe, hit that bell, join in. Please share, tell a friend, because we got a lot to talk about. Man, we always rock it. An hour straight plus. We got some things to discuss. Okay. So I'll see you guys then. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. Bye.